Yo, 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 Ridax Fitness, we back at it, guys. Man, just finished a crazy workout. You're gonna see it soon on all platforms, YouTube, TikTok, IG, you know. Yeah, man, but with the time I got left, I was walking thinking about some things, man. I was thinking about how, like, you know, today's society, we're so plagued with what's called, you know, toxic relationships, you know. And everybody caught up in some toxic cycle or something, man, you know. And just thinking about it, man, I thought to myself, like, you will find that, all right, say when you were a toxic person, where you did have a lot more toxic tendencies, right, toxic traits about yourself, you will find that you attract the people just like that. You attract the people who are also toxic without knowing sometimes. Maybe they even know, or maybe they thought that was just the way of life. But when you are that way, right, unknowingly, when you're unhealed, you got unhealed trauma and wounds, and I mean it's open, festering wounds from childhood and things of that nature, man, right? And you say you get into a relationship with somebody, right, without you knowing, right, without you even knowing, without that person knowing half the time, you guys are connecting based on the unhealed trauma and the wounds that you both share, all right? And then because of that now, because neither party is unhealed, you both tend to think that toxicity is the norm, right? Whether you grew up in a household that was toxic, whether you have a streamline of you know what I mean, boyfriends or girlfriends that were toxic as well, and you just became to accept that as the norm, right? When you now, all right, say you get into a relationship with somebody, right? Two of you together are both toxic, right? And you now begin to heal from that toxicity. You begin to want better for yourself, right? Don't be surprised and don't get offended when that person or these people, because it can be different relationships, man. It can be friendships as well. It can be a work environment. It can be any of these different dynamics in life, right? Personal, and I mean relationships, friendships, work-related relationships, whatever the case may be. Don't be surprised when these people tend to not like you. All right, they try to project onto you as if you got the problem, but really and truly, you just want better for yourself. You just want to not be toxic anymore. All right, that's always what tends to happen when you want to level up in life. You want better for yourself, right? And you will find that just be prepared to lose people, to lose things when you get to that crossroads. I won't call it a plateau because you're going up. You're not plateau when you're going up. When you get to that crossroads in life, right? And you got to make that